Deportation. The UK media want Harry to be deported. My family, they have failed in getting Harry to crawl back to the UK, like they told their readers, members of the public, that Harry will come back crawling in the UK, begging Charles and William to take him back. My family, all that is not happening. And now, because that ain't happening, they are trying to get Harry dragged back into the UK. That's what they are trying to do. And they are using a right-wing foundation called Heritage Foundation to do their dirty work. My family, because this right-wing foundation, Heritage, has filed a lawsuit, my family, demanding Prince Harry's immigration records. They want access to Harry's immigration records. And also, they are demanding to know why Harry has been allowed to stay in the US when he has admitted using illegal drugs. My family, that's what they want to know. And one person in particular called Nile Gardiner, who is a foreign policy analyst and also a former AD to Margaret Thatcher, and someone who is a contributor to the Telegraph, a UK media outlet. And also, when I look in his Twitter account, he normally spreads hate against Prince Harry and Meghan and retweets Dan Wootton's tweets quite a large number of times. This person is being used as the guy to try and get the foundation Heritage to get access to Harry's immigration records. My family, he even said that yes, the Prince Harry can be deported from the US because that is what they want to achieve. My family, they have failed in getting Prince Harry to crawl back to the UK, to come back crawling, begging like they wanted. Prince Harry is making so much money in the US. Prince Harry is thriving. My family, Prince Harry also is doing very well alongside his wife Meghan. Meghan, who just signed with WME, a powerhouse agency, my family, to build her global enterprise. Their global enterprise, my family. And we are having the UK media shook. Harry and Meghan are prospering. They are doing so well, my family. So that bid for Harry to come back crawling to the UK ain't working. So what do you try to do? You try and get him dragged by force back into the UK. My family, Prince Harry in his memoir has detailed the enormous abuse he has faced at the hands of the UK media. The intrusions, the harassment he has gone through. And apparently, that harassment, my family, we are having the UK media moving to the US to harass Prince Harry. For instance, Piers Morgan, whenever he interviews any American politician or any American celebrity, he can't control himself from trying to get something negative about Harry and Meghan from people who haven't met Harry and Meghan. However, that does not stop him from looking for anything negative to be said about Harry and Meghan. My family. And now we are having this person, Nile Gardiner, who is being used, my family, by the UK media to also go over and harass Prince Harry all the way to the US, using this foundation, Heritage, to do their dirty work. My family, it's disgusting what they are doing. So disgusting, my family. I'm disgusted by what I am seeing, my family. And I just have got to call this out, my family. You know? And my family, I have much to say about this, my family. Apparently, Nile Gardiner has said that a federal judge, has been assigned to the case. Summonses have also been issued by the District of Columbia Federal Court in Washington to try and get Harry's immigration papers in their hands. That's what, they want. And Nile Gardiner, he says the Biden administration must come clean over Prince Harry's U.S. immigration papers and fully release all the relevant documents. My family, that is what they want, my family. And also, don't forget, the tabloid media are using this foundation, Heritage, a right-wing foundation, to intrude on Harry's private life. And also to do the dirty work for the UK media, to try and drag Harry back to the UK. My family. Now here is what this right-wing foundation, Heritage, being used by the UK media to do their dirty work, is calling for. They are calling for Prince Harry's US visa application to be released so Americans can't see whether or not he admitted to his past drug use before moving to California in the summer of 2020. What a bunch of lies. It is not Americans who are interested in seeing Harry's immigration documents. No. It is the UK media that Harry is suing right now. My family, they have tried everything. They have tried getting money from Samantha's lawsuit targeting Meghan for defamation. That lawsuit is a dud. It won't get anywhere, my family. It is not getting the UK media what they wanted. For instance, like Prince Harry and Meghan questioned under oath. They wanted the headlines to write so many headlines about Harry and Meghan. But my family, that case won't go anywhere. It isn't going anywhere. And now we are having the tabloids try a new line of attack targeting Harry. They have not been able to get Harry to crawl back to the UK. Now they want him dragged back to the UK by force. My family, the polls of members of the royal family in the UK are just so low, so low, especially for Charles and Camilla. Right now, they are so desperate to try and deflect from that by targeting Harry and Meghan. My family, by trying to get Harry back. My family. And also, why do you think even Madame Tussauds put Harry's wax figure there and they left out Meghan? First, racism. Secondly, it reflects what they've always wanted, to split Harry from Meghan and his children also. Don't forget that. It's important. They want to split Harry from Meghan and the kids as well, to get him back alone. My family. because the monarchy is just so boring. Boring. I even heard this person, Perez Hilton, saying that, Prince Harry should go back to the UK because, they want the drama. That's what they want. Drama. My family. Because they know the UK media can make so much stories and profit from Prince Harry as he is a high-profile figure. They know that. And that's what they want. And they ignore the sufferings that Harry has had to go through. My family, they don't care about that one bit. They only care about how much money they can make from going after Harry, from harassing Harry, from writing countless numbers of articles about Prince Harry. Prince Harry is a human being. He has feelings. And they've made him suffer enough. Enough is enough. My family. And my family, what's also very, very important that I wanted you to understand is the link of the UK media in this bid to try and get Harry deported. And that link is Nile Gardiner. This person, I have done my own research of this person, my family. I have gone through the tweets of right-wing Heritage Foundation, my family. The right-wing Foundation Heritage. I've gone through their tweets. And my family, I have seen a video of Nile Gardiner even claiming that Harry can be deported from the US. My family. Even one tweet read, and I quote, "Could Prince Harry be asked to leave the US? The answer is yes. Here's how." My family, with a video of Nile Gardiner, my family, making some comments about, what this Foundation Heritage is doing, my family. This symbol that you see up top is the symbol of this right-wing foundation called Heritage. This symbol you see up top. And the person talking is Nile Gardiner, calling for Prince Harry to be deported from the US. This person retweets Dan Wootton's tweets a countless number of times. My family. He makes money from inciting hate against Harry and especially against Meghan Markle. He depends on them for a living. And my family, this Nile Gardiner, my family, is the link. Nile Gardiner is the link that you can use to understand exactly who is behind what is happening. It is the UK media. My family, it is the UK media who are behind this. They are trying to retaliate, my family, against Harry for the court cases that Harry has filed against Daily Mail by splitting Harry from his wife Meghan and kids by force. Everything these people have tried has failed. Everything. They've tried everything. The smear campaign, bullying, abusing Meghan. They have tried that court case by Samantha to try and get some articles, some clickbait targeting Meghan Markle. It has failed. And now they're going after Prince Harry to try and drag him back to the UK by force by getting him deported. That is what they are trying to do. This person, Nile Gardiner, is the link that tells you who is behind the case. Americans don't care to know about Harry's immigration status. No! It is people who retweet hateful stuff on the likes of Dan Wootton, who you are seeing right here, making a video for this foundation heritage. You know, saying that Harry can be deported because that is what they want. My family. And they are using this right-wing foundation to do their dirty work. To get Harry deported, you know. I found this clip when doing my research. And it's clear to me, very clear, who is behind this. It is the UK media. They are behind this. They are actively going after Harry. Harry ain't crawling back to the UK. Now they're trying to drag him back by force to the UK. Because they never, ever will be able to accept Harry leaving the royal family. They can't accept Harry's rejection of them. They also can't accept that Prince Harry is suing them. Daily Mail, the Sun Tabloid, and other UK media outlets, my family. They can't accept that Prince Harry is suing them and that Harry wants nothing to do with them, my family. As Prince Harry said in an interview with Stephen Colbert, my family, Harry said they expected Meghan to leave. I'm quoting Harry's words. Harry said, and I quote, they expected for Meghan to leave. They thought Meghan would leave because of how they were abusing her. They never expected for Harry to live with her. When Harry chose his wife, when Harry chose his son, like any man, like any father is supposed to do, my family, they were embarrassed that a member of the royal family, a prince of the UK, would much rather flee the country than be their prince. They're angry that Harry would much rather be Meghan's husband, Archie, and Lilibet's father than their prince, and it pisses them off. They wanted for Harry to be a failed father like Charles, to hand over his kids to be abused, bullied, insulted, so he can get good press, my family. But Harry won't play that game. And also, my family, I recall one clip I saw in which one person said that when Archie turns 18, the tabloids will have a lot of fun. And my family, we both know what that means. For all of us who have seen Prince Harry, Meghan being abused, even Archie being racially abused, we know what they mean when they say the tabloids are going to have fun when Archie turns 18. They mean they intend on abusing Archie, on harassing him, or on hounding him, on damaging him so that they can get a click. My family, to embiggen William's kids. And my family, we have seen William has no love. Sorry, the entire royal family has no love for Meghan or Archie or Lilibet. My family. I used to think that maybe, Eugenie has some love for Meghan, but after I saw her hang out with Piers Morgan, my family, I knew in my heart, my family, these people are not genuine people. 100%. The lot of them, my family, are not genuine people, my family. And my family, no wonder even Meghan truly ain't coming to Charles' coronation. Meghan is done with them. And even the carnival of so-called experts have all agreed, my family, Meghan is done with them. After all the abuse they have inflicted on Meghan, they accept that Meghan is done with them. But my family, they just don't want Harry to be done with them as well. However, also still, they use Meghan's name to promote other members of the royal family, to get clickbait using Meghan's name, my family. That is what they do. And their actions disgust me so much, my family. And even this person, Nile Gardiner, has been seen on GB News also. No wonder he retweets so much, things about tweets from Dan Wootton. No wonder. Their hate campaign against Harry and Meghan makes them so much money. And that's why they won't ever let it go, my family. No wonder they keep hounding, harassing Harry and Meghan, using even proxies like this right-wing foundation called Heritage, my family. And it's how they say an American conservative think tank, right-wing foundation. My family, they want it to appear that it's them who are demanding these documents, Harry's immigration documents. My family, that is not true. It is the UK media, my family, that want this information. It is them. Make no mistake about that. It is them. My family, they want Harry deported so badly. My family, I hope that they don't succeed. My family, here is what is also being said. My family, and I quote, the foundation, Heritage, one of the country's preeminent right-wing think tank, is arguing that US officials should release details of Prince Harry's application so Americans can see whether or not he was properly vetted before being allowed to enter the country. Applicants for US visas are typically asked about their criminal history and drug use. My family, don't forget, Harry has no criminal history or record. And in the UK, my family, even the press knew that Harry was taking drugs then. And they used that to do PR, to embiggen Charles and Camilla. That's what, they did, my family, to embiggen Charles and Camilla, to do PR for Charles and Camilla. Even Harry discussed that in his memoir, my family, about, what King Charles people did to him, my family. And my family, kindly hear what Harry said about what they did to him at the time, my family. And my family, here is what Harry said, and I quote, the truth, Marco, about whether or not you are doing drugs, Harry. What? It seemed the editor of Britain's biggest tabloid had recently phoned my father's office to say she uncovered evidence of my doing drugs in various locations, including Club H. Also, a bike shed behind a pub, not the pub where I'd lost my virginity. My father's office immediately dispatched Marco to take a meeting with one of these editors, lieutenants, in some shady hotel room. And the lieutenant laid out the tabloid's case. Now Marco laid it out for me. He asked again if it was true. Lies, I said. All lies. He went item by item through the editor's evidence. I disputed all of it. Wrong, wrong, wrong. The basic facts, the details, it was all wrong. I then questioned Marco. Who is this editor? He said, and I quote, loathsome toad, I gathered. Everyone who knew her was in full agreement that she was an infected pustule on the hearts of humanity, plus a poor excuse of a journalist. But none of that mattered because she managed to wriggle her way into a position of great power. And lately, she was focusing all that power upon me. She was hunting the spear straight out and making no apologies for it. She would not stop until my balls were nailed to her office wall. I was lost for doing basic teenage stuff, Marco. No boy, no. In this editor's estimation, Marco said I was a drug addict. A what? And one way or another, Marco said that was the story she was going to publish. I offered a suggestion about what this editor could do with her story. I told Marco to go back, tell her she had it all wrong. He promised he would. He rang me days later, said he'd done what I asked. But the editor did not believe him, and she was now vowing not only to get me, but to get Marco. Surely, I said, Pa will do something. Stop her. Long silence. No, Marco said. Pa's office had decided on a different approach. Rather than telling the editor to call off the dogs, the palace was opting to play ball with her. They were going full Neville Chamberlain. Did Marco tell me why, or did I learn only later that the guiding force behind this putrid strategy was the same spin doctor Pa and Camilla had hired? The same spin doctor who leaked details of our private summits with Camilla. This spin doctor, Marco said, had decided that the best approach in this case would be to spin me right under the bus. In one swoop, this would appease the editor and also bolster the sagging reputation of Pa. Amid all this unpleasantness, all this extortion and gamemanship, the spin doctor had discovered one silver lining, one shiny consolation prize for Pa. No more the unfaithful husband. Pa would now be presented to the world as the harried single dad coping with a drug-addled child. My family. You know, the sufferings that Harry went through, being used as a scapegoat so Charles and Camilla can get their PR in the royal family, is what they want Harry to come back to. You know, a place whereby he can be controlled by the royal family, not a place where he's able to earn a living, make money. My family, they're always bitter when Harry and Meghan make money. They view the money they make as something they could have made themselves from covering Harry and Meghan. My family. And they're so bitter that Harry and Meghan, you know, can make their own money. Very, 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 very bitter about that. They just can't stand it, my family. My family, you know, as you have been able to see, Prince Harry taking drugs was as a result, my family, of the pain, the PTSD caused to him by the tabloids and the farm. My family. Like taking psychedelics, my family, to cure PTSD. My family, that PTSD, don't forget, was caused by the trauma of losing his mom at such a young age, because the media, Razi, decided to chase Diana to her death. My family. And now, They're trying to chase Harry. All the way in the US, they're trying to chase him there and get him dragged back into a place of toxicity, abuse, insults away from his wife and kids to cause him to suffer. My family, let's call a spade a spade. That's what they want. They want him to suffer, be unhappy, be miserable before the fate of despair. A life of misery. So the carnival of so-called experts like Nile Gardiner can be able to write nonsense, BS about Harry back in the UK. Make up any stories knowing Harry can't do anything about it to correct any lie told about him. That's what they want. No wonder I've even heard from Perez Hilton also saying that Harry should go back to the UK because he wants the drama. That's what he wants. My family, for those who have read Harry's memoir, where he details his suffering, and then someone wants to go back, Harry to go back there because him suffering lines their pockets, gets them stories to write, nonsense to write. It's despicable, it's evil. It's not being called a journalist. It's not called reporting. It's harassment. It's hounding someone. My family. And my family, Prince Harry has a family. His family is his wife and kids. And this right-wing foundation and Wikimedia, their attempts at splitting Harry and Meghan apart now by force is not going to work. My family is not going to work, my family. My family, here is what they are also saying. Mike Howell, director of the Foundation's Oversight Project, my family. Mike Howell, director of the Foundation's Oversight Project, said to Daily Fail, and I quote, "This request is in the public interest in light of the potential." Do you see what they want? Hear this, please. In light of the potential revocation of Prince Harry's visa, they want him deported by force for illegal substance use, and further questions regarding Prince Harry's drug use and whether he was vetted properly before entering the US. My family, that's what they want, to get Harry deported. You know, how lousy can you be? That because you can't get Harry, just willingly, he can't come to you willingly or crawling back to you like you wanted, now you want to get him by force, by getting him dragged back to the US, My family, as I've always said, my family, the UK media will never be able to accept rejection from anyone, not just Harry, from anyone. My family, we saw how they were when Biden said he ain't coming to Charles' coronation, my family. They responded the only way they know how. Abuse, insults, attacks. They can't accept rejection or anyone rejecting the farm, leaving the farm, escaping the farm. They can't accept anyone living there. My family, they need to learn that people have a right to choose. And Harry has chosen his wife and kids. If they did not abuse Meghan or Archie or Prince Harry himself, Harry will still be there. They'd be making a fortune off of Harry and Meghan if only they had treated them well. The abuse of Harry's wife Meghan and Harry's son drove him away. My family, I'm getting him, even if you succeed in getting Harry, by force, by getting him dragged back to the US, What will it do for you? Prince Harry can't stand the tabloids. Harry is suing the tabloids. And if all the allegations are proven in court, for phone hacking, for instance, if they are proven in court, it will be the end of these tabloids. Daily Mail, The Sun. It will be their end. My family. An avalanche of lawsuits will flood them. If Harry proves all the allegations of phone hacking, Harry can't stand them. He has made his disdain of the tabloid media very clear, crystal clear, but yet they still want him back. You can't get him back willingly, so you're trying to get him back by force. You know, that never goes well for anyone, especially the abuser who tries to get their victims back by force, because the smear campaign has been a failure. The smear campaign is a failure. It has failed. Them trying to destroy Harry and Meghan, it has failed. They know it. It has failed. My family, powerful companies are fighting to sign Meghan, for instance, like what we learned when Meghan signed with WME. Companies were fighting for her. The smear campaign is a failure. You know, people love Harry. They call Harry unpopular, and yet they can't stop talking about him, my family. Daily Mail's website, counting the days before Charles' coronation, has a picture, a photo of Meghan and Harry promoting the coronation. People who are no longer, active, senior members of the royal family. People who have left. Meghan ain't even coming to Charles' coronation. But they have Meghan's face on the website, promote the coronation, while telling the public Harry and Meghan are unpopular. I wish they believed deep inside of them that Harry was unpopular. Maybe if they believed that, then they would leave him alone. Then they would leave Meghan alone. My family. But sadly, no matter how much they claim Harry is so unpopular, even they don't believe that. Because if they were unpopular, they would stop talking about Harry and Meghan. They would shut up about Harry and Meghan. They'll focus on the royals they say are popular, on William or Kate Middleton. They'd focus on them. But the sad thing is, they don't focus on William or Kate Middleton. They focus on harassing Harry and Meghan. Harassing Harry all the way to the US. It's disgusting and despicable what is happening right now. Them trying to split a father from his children. It's disgusting. Them trying to split a husband from his wife by force, by force. My family, this time the smear campaign against a spare will fail. For the first time ever in history, smear campaign on a spare will fail. They ruined Margaret. Andrew ruined himself. And now they want to ruin Prince Harry. They won't succeed. They won't succeed in destroying him. My family. And I've always said, the way, the angle I have seen them trying to destroy Harry is by splitting him from Meghan and getting him to come back alone. My family, that's how they plan to do it. That's how they plan to fully destroy the spare. And my family, I hope they don't succeed. He and Meghan are a powerful force, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. The tabloids know it. Everyone knows it. But if you split Harry from Meghan, then one person, not one person, my family, many people get ruined. First of all, the kids, my family. You ruin Archie and Lilibet's happiness, their future as children. You also ruin Meghan's happiness, her husband, the love of her life. You also ruin Prince Harry. My family, the level of wickedness and abuse that the media are putting Harry through is just immense. And my family, it just needs to be called out. It needs to just stop. The attacks needs to stop. My family, they won't succeed in destroying Harry's happiness and Harry's life. And the only reason Harry took drugs was because of the abuse he went through at the hands of the UK media. The suffering, the torture he was put through when the media chased his mother, to her death. Don't ever forget that, my family. And now they're trying to use that against Prince Harry. My family, there is a silver lining in all of this, my family. First of all, Prince Harry has money, power, and also the icing on the cake is that he is a prince. My family, let me use that, my family. He is a prince. He is not like the rest of us, my family. Like me even, my family. He is a prince. And my family, with that comes special privileges. My family. Privileges that some of us, don't have. He also has money. He and Meghan have made so much money. He also has access to the best lawyers anyone can ever afford. My family, I'm sure, Daily Mail is bankrolling this lawsuit. My family, to get Harry deported. But my family, to me, from what I see, Harry has good lawyers. And also, Samantha Grant Rasmussen Markle's own daughter, Ashley, for those who can remember the Harry and Meghan documentary, Ashley is an immigration lawyer. My family. So my family, Harry, has access to the best lawyers in the world. And there is no way, in my opinion, they can successfully get Harry deported. In my opinion, I don't see a way they can do it successfully, my family. I don't see it one bit. And also, this foundation heritage, my family, from what I have seen, there is some dirt on it, my family, also. This foundation spent up to $5 million on lobbying in 2021 to block voting rights in battleground states. My family, this foundation is also into voter suppression. Who could have thought? And Daily Mail and UK media align themselves with it. Bad attracts bad. Evil attracts evil. And I'm not surprised. My family, tell me what you think about my family. I like to hear your opinion. My family, don't be afraid, my family. Harry has the best lawyers in the world. The best lawyers ever. Samantha's own daughter is also an immigration lawyer. No matter what they do, they won't succeed in getting Prince Harry deported. My family. They won't succeed in getting Harry deported, my family. Now, O1 visas are granted for 3 years, meaning that if Harry has that type of visa, my family, he may have to reapply this year with elements of his past drug use now public. My family, Harry has privilege and he'll get that visa once again. It will be renewed if it hasn't already, my family. Don't forget, Harry has also been in the US for 3 years now. For 3 years now. When are they going to get the memo? Harry ain't coming back to them, my family. If you are trying to get someone, to force someone to be with you, come on. How desperate can you be to try and force someone to be with you? How desperate can you be to try and force someone to be with you by force, someone who can stand you by force, my family. They won't succeed, my family, in destroying, Prince Harry and Meghan and their happiness, and also Archie and Lilibet, by taking the father of Archie and Lilibet away from them. They won't succeed, my family. They won't succeed, my family. Harry has the best lawyers, and you can believe that 100%. I'm sure that they are on this. By now, Harry must have been informed of how, the media are trying to get him deported. By now, Harry must have knowledge of this, and I'm sure his lawyers will be on it. However, it is not Harry who is being sued. It is the Department of Homeland Security that they are suing. That this foundation used by UK media, Heritage, are suing, my family. But by now, Harry must have been informed of what they're trying to achieve or get. I hope they don't get any access to Prince Harry's, immigration documents. They have no right to get it. They have no right whatsoever to get it. And I hope that Harry's court case sinks this tabloid Daily Fail once and for all. My family and the other tabloids who have engaged in criminal gathering of information, my family. Now they're trying to use legal means in the US to get access to Harry's immigration documents. My family, I hope they don't get them. They have no right to them. And this foundation, Heritage, is being used as a pawn by the UK media to continue the harassment, to continue and further the harassment of Prince Harry. They are fooling nobody. My family, and the campaign against Harry will not succeed, my family. Tell me your thoughts about this kindly. I'd like to hear your opinion. And with that and so much more, stay tuned on this video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libedana, and Doria, Raglan, and all of you, members of the squad at home. Stay tuned on this video. Love you always and forever. Hate never wins, only love wins, my family. They won't succeed in destroying Harry and Meghan and Archie and Libedana. Stay tuned on this video. Love you always and forever. And don't worry, Harry has the best lawyers on this. He has the best lawyers, and my family, I'm sure that, he got adequate presentation that enabled him to get, the visa the right way, the proper way. My family, stay tuned on this video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.